Hey, this is John Carlos, and I'm here with a look at the Hasbro Marvel Legends action figure of Nebula from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. I was disappointed that we didn't get a Nebula figure when the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie came out in the Marvel Legends wave, so thankfully, you know, Hasbro's rectified that, and good timing too, because I think the Marvel Legends movie figures have just gotten better in the years since then. The detail of the sculpts have gotten much better, better likenesses, better everything. So let's just go in for a closer look here so you guys can see like the quality of the sculpt here. You just see the texture of her top, her torso, and the different textures. The purple lines going across there versus the textured background, the details in her arm, the texturing going down the pants, and then the black paint going down the pants. Really, really strong work. Same here with the arm when you get to some of the skin details of the blue there, and just the lines going down there. Here's a look at the back, so you can see the different colors of purple. And basic articulation that we've come to expect from the Black Series figures from Hasbro and the Legends figures from Hasbro. You got the hinged and swiveling ankle, double knee joints, mid-thigh cut. There is a waist twist, and there is a ball joint under the bust line. There is the hinged swiveling shoulder joint. There is no bicep cut, but there is like a hinged and swiveling elbow, so that still gets the arms to swing out. We have a swiveling wrist with the hinge that goes up and down on the right hand and side to side on the left hand. And then lastly you have the head, which features a hinge at the base of the neck and a ball joint inside the head. I think this head looks freaking great. I think it's got a pretty strong likeness to what Nebula should look like. Definitely captures some of Karen Gillan's features, the lips, the nose. The black eyeball paint looks really good. The sculpt and paint of the little gray section on her face is really, really well done, as are the lines. The separation of colors of blue on her face. Really, really, really great sculpting. Really, really great paint. I think Hasbro just kind of nailed this one. Here's a better look at her arm. And speaking of arm, there is an alternate arm that you can plug in. I mean, I prefer the main one, but here is the alternate arm. And along with that, the figure comes with a little blaster with a little bit of gold paint on the side, so that's pretty good. Nice little detail, tiny sculpt, but really good. And then we get Mantis's leg for the Build-A-Figure of Mantis. The only bummer about this is I wish Mantis was just a regular figure and not a Build-A-Figure. Oh well. This figure rocks. I'm a huge fan of Karen Gillan. I'm a big fan of Nebula as a character. I like Guardians of the Galaxy as a fan. You know, as someone who collects Guardians of the Galaxy toys, I'm very satisfied with how this turned out. Both hands have little trigger fingers that fit into the gun perfectly, so that's great. I mean, I couldn't ask for anything more here. This is really, really well done. And I like that they managed to capture this little part of her costume. They had to use a little additional piece that goes over, so they don't sculpt it and break up the sculpt. It is an additional piece, but it isn't too thick. It blends well. This whole figure looks rad. As a fan, I love it. Thanks for watching, everybody. And follow me on Instagram and Facebook and all that crap.